32 years now. What our business model has been founded on is enabling companies to be philanthropic in whatever industry they may happen to be in. So depending on what the company makes, manufactures, or sells, we enable them to use that product to, in turn, become a donation. So over the last 32 years, we work with most of the major retailers, most of the major manufacturers around the world. And then we also have a large network of nonprofit organizations or international NGOs. So what we do, for lack of a better word, we are an international matchmaker. We match the products that companies make and manufacture with the nonprofits that need those types of products.
Good360, we've actually been operating internationally since our inception in 1983. However, the need to expand our international operations really happened around 2007 when we began working with Levi. And that came about as almost all of our donation programs come about, and that is excess products, and there is need to move that through a company's global supply chain. And so we assisted Levi in moving, in this case, their sample products to our international NGOs so that they could put it into the hands of individuals in need.
Because what we do is the end of the product life, a lot of the attention is on the front part. So obviously sourcing of sustainable materials, having good labor practices in place. There's a lot of those factors that obviously are the emphasis now, and they need to be. But another challenge too is that a lot of times the after product life is not as much thought about as the manufacturing on the front end. So a lot of it, frankly, is an education. So we used to be thought of as just the nonprofit organization that keeps product out of landfills, which is good. That's where we started. But now it's more about the social impact. How do we derive a positive social impact in lives of individuals and communities around the world? Of course, you're going to have those companies that are not happy with the mandate, and as expected, you can expect them to do the minimum, basically just to meet the standards that are required. You're going to also have a cohort that's already doing this good work on the ground that didn't need to be challenged to just do the report because they've already been reporting maybe for 2, 5, 10 years. And I can see them actually pushing for more requirements, possibly as a competitive advantage, because they're already doing that work. But what really excites me is that cohort that's right in the middle of the two. Those companies that really had no exposure to thinking with a sustainable mindset, that now are challenged to think in a very different way. And I can see them going out and hiring outside experts to come in to really reevaluate how products are manufactured, how products actually travel through the supply chain, and then focusing on that end of product life cycle so we can extend that product life with a positive social impact. So a lot of these companies realize that, and they're on this early part of the spectrum to where they really want to build that brand loyalty among millennials now, even though they don't have that purchasing power just yet, because whenever they do, that's going to take them to a whole new level. And the companies that are not on board with sustainable practices and really being part of that mindset of building a sustainable corporation, they're going to be left behind, unfortunately. So it's nice to see those companies that are on the leading cusp, because I have a good positive feeling that they're going to be the ones that are going to be successful in 10 years. And we're still going to be talking about them. And the ones that are not on that level just yet, they better get on board soon.